I am here to tell you about public speaking and how to do it. Now, you might be afraid of doing it at first, but it's one of the most valuable skills you can have. And trust me, I know what fear is. I've lived with it for quite a while until I reached my high school years, and even to this year, I haven't started doing any sort of real public speaking in a crowd till this year. And there once a famous comedian said that people would rather be dead than give a eulogy at a funeral. I don't remember what comedian said that. I want to say it was Seinfeld, but don't quote me on that. Okay, it's not that bad once you get used to it. It's just, here's a few tips though. On nervousness. First off, don't think that you're going to do totally bad with your speeches right away, because you don't know that. Although you do want to practice beforehand. The earlier you start working on your speech, the earlier you start practicing it, and the more you can get, the more you perform it, polish it, the better it will be, of course. So you want to start it generally early. Like, right now this is not going to be quality because it's not prepared for over a long time. It's very much impromptu. It's a YouTube video, so forgive me. I'm not going to make your eyes burn by this. And here's a few helpful hints for nervousness. First off, before you give your speech, run it through your head multiple times if possible. If you do this, you'll greatly increase your ability to speak. And another thing, you can also, listen in their underwear, but yes, that works, but it distracts me from your speech. It would be better to choose areas to look at your audience without looking at the audience, you know what I mean? Like this lady's handbag, this person's lap, or this mother's baby, the carrot it's in, whatever. It is important to look at your audience, or look in a direction. Not look up in the sky. You gotta move over your head, probably. There's not gonna be stars. You don't want to be counting tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Silly, right? There was once a spiritual teacher, a very famous spiritualist, who, she does for psychic readings and all that, but she's written this advice that says when you get nervous, just focus on giving it your best. So focus on the task at hand. You don't think about this person's judging you. Oh shit, I missed that line. Think about, okay, this point, this point, this point. Okay, got it. Yeah, it's just the way you want to go about it. And based on some experience, think about children. They don't really judge like adults do, and they do ask some surprising questions, so you get used to it. But usually the libraries and bookstores will allow you. In fact, if I love this, will allow you to read stories to children, and it'll be able to hone your ability there. And even YouTube videos like these, it'll help to get your confidence up, to be able to do it, to be able to excel, which I'll be doing a lot over the summer. I don't forget to. So, yep. Yeah. So, how exactly is your purpose? You want to figure that out right away. What exactly do you want to do? Do you want to inform? Do you want to persuade? Or do you want to entertain? Well, the very basics of the speech that you want to get is your formats. And you want to have your content, what it's going to be about. And here is the format for if you're trying to give a speech that is to persuade or inform rather than a theoretical, theatrical speech or interpretation. Sorry. You want to have what's called like MLA format. Yes, going back to your English classes, and I know at least most of you had one of that kind of English teacher. I've had them all my high school career so far. But I have been able to write these speeches out, these essays. First thing is, you want to have your attention getter. With your attention getter, that's one of the most important things, other than your content in the middle. What you know about your content. Look, it's going to hook you to them. It's going to get them interested. You can either give a vivid explanation, put an image in their mind, or you can make a joke or make them go, huh? For example, in the competitions, especially in impromptu speaking and in extemporaneous, there is a famous kind of joke they do at the beginning. It's, according to a famous philosopher, insert celebrity here, insert quote here, and then you make a comment on that. For example, according to according to a famous philosopher, Miley Cyrus, it is a party in the United States. But, unfortunately, it's not a party in Iraq, for example. So, yes, you want to use your own examples, of course. I mean, there's even one kid who used one of our teammates' speech intros in extemporaneous. The one that does it said, that's something that this person would have said. And they got marked down for that. So you just be creative, that's all I can say. You want to actually know the information. That's a thing. Yeah. You want to be able to tell them what you're going to say right after your attention getter. And be frank with it. I mean, just say it. But you want to have solid transitions. You don't want to be robotic and just say, this is what we do, this is what we do, this is what we do. But perhaps add on to what you last said to make a transition. Just adding something, like despite this, and then add another thing. In your last stage, or paragraph, whatever you call it, you want to go back to your attention getter and say, I have spoken about this, this, and this. Leave them with something they remember in the attention getter. And then after the attention getter. With a call to action if they're persuading. Or a reference back to your joke if you're entertaining and informing. Whatever. You get the